Now, a guy like Boman needs no real introduction. He's the go-to guy for funny as far as Bollywood is concerned. Joel Pereira hooked up with him to talk cars.
Today we're with the very cool and very funny Boman Irani. Boman, welcome to Times Drive.
Thanks, Joe.
Let's begin with a question we normally ask everyone who appears on the show. What are you driving right now?
Well, do I need to explain? It's a Mercedes 280D.
E-Class.
Yeah,
Okay.
E-Class. I was very, very happy to do quite a few test drives before I actually agreed to do one, because my sons would do one test drive and I would do a test drive. I think those guys were fed up of us at the end of it.
So why Mercedes? What were the other options?
My heart was set on a Mercedes.
Okay.
You know, I don't know. I'm a little traditional in many ways. And when you're kids and when your grandparents are kissing you and blessing you, they always say, "Do this, go to England. Hope when you grow up you see the world. Go to Vilat is very, very big thing for and drive a Mercedes. So that's a blessing that your grandparents give you. Yes, I do like to sit in a good car. There's a sense of pride when you sit in a good car. You feel good. I mean, you see the world a little differently, unfortunately, or fortunately. The windscreen does make
edit out a lot of.
Does make the city look a little prettier.
A little prettier. If you go back a little bit, what was the car that you learned to drive in?
I learned to drive in a Hindustan.
Okay.
It's a Morris actually. It's an Indian version of the Morris.
Of the Morris, yeah.
And if you learn to drive on that car, I think you can drive any car after that. Because the reverse gear is the most difficult. I mean, normally in the stick shift, the reverse used to be push back,
Slam downwards.
slam down. Even the ambassadors used to have that.
Yeah.
But this had pull out.
Okay.
And then your little hand is shaking as a kid because you must be 13 or 14 when you're doing it in the first or pull out. And you push back. And then because it's a good old gear, then you bring it down. But it was a super car. For many years, that was the car.
The car that you drove everywhere.
That I drove everywhere.
Okay. So this was, and then which was the first car that you actually bought for yourself?
The first car that I bought out of my own earnings was a Maruti 800.
Okay.
A blue Maruti 800. And no AC.
Are you like a car or a bike person?
I used to love motorcycles too, not passionately, because I used to photograph motorcycle races, and I started my career as a photographer, photographing the motocross and the road bike and rallies, and I did lots and lots of pictures doing that. So I had gotten pretty close to the motorcycle circuit, but now I don't think I'm cut out for motorcycles.
Can we go for a ride?
Okay, let's
drive?
go, man. Chalo? You must have ridden in a hell of a lot of fancy cars.
Yeah.
So this one's not
Perk of the job.
work of the job. Come on, let's go, man.
Ready to go?
No,
What's the matter?
wear your seatbelt.
Oh yeah. Safety first. What if, hypothetically, I
Right.
was to give you, say, a check worth 5 crore rupees and
Right.
say, you can spend this only to buy an automobile. What would that be?
Maybe. I think a Ferrari does it for me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I don't know why a Ferrari can do it for you.
So do you listen to music in the car?
I listen to music.
What
in
kind
the
of
car.
music do you listen to?
I have my own brand of music, and I burn a CD every now and then.
Okay.
So I have a strange eclectic mix of music ranging from classical to pop to rock and roll to
Classical, when you say, you mean classic rock or Western classic?
No, Western classic.
Okay.
If I watched a Quentin Tarantino film, he always makes me want to listen to
the
that music over and over again.
Yeah.
I love chase sequences. I think the chase sequence in Bullet with Steve McQueen is an unbelievable chase sequence.
That is the ultimate.
One of the great chase sequences of all time. Then the French Connection chase.
Oh yeah. Popeye Doyle.
It frightens me how they shot that stuff. Bunny had a good car chase. 2 good car chases.
Oh, yeah,
One which Amjad Khan's car lands up in a pool of water.
Correct.
It's fabulously done. And the one where he trashes a car, which I'm not very thrilled. Feroz Khan trashes Amrish Puri's car.
Yeah, that always
bit by bit.
makes you feel a little sad.
Yeah, it
It's
feels
like-
a little sad, and very well shot sequence. And another great car sequence in a Hindi film was in Shan,
Okay.
where Sunil Dutt's car is kind of locked off by 6 other cars, and it forces that car to get into a van. I think it's one of the most well-constructed sequences. I asked Mr. Ramesh Sippy, I said, how many days did you take? He said, we took 2 days to shoot that. That's it, yeah. It is a superb sequence.
Thank you so much for chatting with us.
Thanks a lot.
All right, so that is our episode for the week. Remember, if you want to hook up with us, we're on Facebook. Times Drive, the official group.